This is Josiah Plays West of Loathing. Alright, we are here. Right here. At Danny's Tannery. And we came here... when we went in the tannery, this was the inside. We fought a bunch of ghost cows and ghost clowns, and we fought some more out here, and now there's this mysterious shed that we're going to check out. So what's going on with the shed? The cow Mamu Nations versus Clown Bamu Nations. Yeah. This must be a storage shed. It's locked, but maybe the key you found could open it.
Nothing like a bit of good old-fashioned looting after a hard fight. Hee-hee!
Nope. Piles of manure. Hey, I can build a crate. I got a length of rope and some ranch punch. Ranch punch is the slang name for the combination of milk and whiskey ranchers used to drink. Its actual name is undrinkable garbage. Milk and whiskey, huh? There's a guy back here hiding behind a barrel. He isn't very good at hiding. Hello?
Oh, thank God! You aren't one of those horrible clowns!
Nope, I'm Griff. Griff McGruff.
I'm Grady Tanner. It's a good thing you arrived. I couldn't have held out for much longer.
Are you actually a tanner, or is that your surname?
Well, both.
What are you doing in here?
Hiding?
What I mean is, why are you hiding in here?
Because I don't want to die.
Look, what's your story?
Well, I was scavenging for tanning materials. Cow's bane ain't as easy to get hold of as it was in the old days. But while I was searching, those cows showed up, and then those clowns showed up, so I locked myself in here to hide.
Well, what's cow's bane?
It's an herb used for tanning leather. You can't grow it in large batches anymore because cows show up and wreck the place. So there's other places we generally use for pig leather and stuff and so on. It's not as good though.
Cows wreck your herb gardens?
Yeah, if you're growing more than about a flower pot's worth, they get wind of it somehow. I hate this stuff. Can't figure why. Here, I've got a few extra seeds you can have. Be careful with them.
I got some cow's bane seeds. How long have you been in here?
3 or 4 days. I'm starving. Cow's bane's poisonous, so I've been chewing on this old leather hat for sustenance.
Seriously?
Yep, want some?
No. No. Well, I took care of the clowns and the cows. So consider yourself rescued. Griff McGruff on the case.
Oh, wonderful. Like you. As soon as I get a new shop set up, you can count on me for any leather goods you need. First one's on the house. You wouldn't happen to know where I might set up a new shop, would you?
What happened to your old shop?
Care to guess?
Cows?
Yep.
Well, there's an empty lot in Dirtwater you could probably use.
Great! I'll head right there. Thanks a million, partner. I owe you one.
No problem. So another one of the empty lots is set up. Packet of cow's bane seeds. This is a packet of cow's bane seeds. There wasn't much call for them in the past, but nowadays they're dear. Cow's bane. Oh no, Nox. But they're not real cows, they're work demons. disguised as cows. Here we go. Let's see what the pathfinding's like. These grow the cow's bean seeds, they probably sprouted to get out of work free cards. Like in Moonopoly. Yeah. I guess I already opened that. Well, I ain't got time to be lying around this place anymore. So let's go. Yeehaw. Let's head on back to Dirtwater and check into this leather shop now. Leather shop. Brady's Fine Leather Goods. There it is. A lot of chaps, belts.
Well, hey there, Griff. Welcome to my shop.
Looks like you gotten yourself set up pretty nicely.
Sure have. Here, let me give you a little something as thanks for helping me out. Have a sharpening strop on the house.
Oh, thanks.
Just let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Sharpening strop, huh? With one of these, little elbow grease and a little imagination, anything can be sharpened. Increases damage in my weapon. I feel like I shouldn't waste that on my current weapon because I'll probably replace that weapon. And then I'll be like, oh no, I wish I had that sharpening strop.
Howdy there, Griff. What can I do for you?
Show me your goods. Fine bandolier. Is a maker of bandoliers a bandolierier? Let's say yes, and let's also say that the bandolierier who made this did an excellent job. Flexible chaps. 2 armor, 5 spell damage. Like cooperative British wizard schoolboys, these chaps allow you to move more freely while you're doing magic. And flexible chaps. You have to work a little harder than usual just to move around in these things, which makes you pretty belligerent. Armor and melee attack. And another sharpening strop. I'll take an extra sharpening strop. I can get as many as I want. Okay, well then I'm gonna use one of these right now. Sharpen your St. Beefus's thigh until the strop is worn down to nothing. Stropped it up. 2 armor, 2 speed. I think I'm done here. It's a sharp Beefus's thigh, that's right. How many lots are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. Ah, I'm Griff McGruff. Any mail for me?
Nope.
Darn. Well, I'd like to send a postcard.
I've already sent a postcard today. Haven't you heard of the Postcard Limitation Act of 1893?
No, what's that?
Okay, so the government put a restriction on prepaid postcards of 1 per citizen per day. Now, why do you think that might be?
Well, to reduce strain on the postal system. Nope! That's what everyone guesses, but that ain't a thing. The wagons still make the trip no matter how many postcards are on board. Unless we're talking so many postcards you need a second wagon, but that ain't likely. So, to restrict the free flow of information. To keep people from being able to say too much through the mail so the left end of the territory don't know what the right end is doing and vice versa. That way they can implement a different rule of law in each area, whatever's most effective to keep them particular folks down. But people can still send letters? Letters? Who got the time to write out a whole letter in this day and age? But I ain't even got to the real big part yet. What's the first two letters in conspiracy, huh? C. O. Oh, jeez. That's right. They're in league with the cows. It's all a plot to keep us docile so they can deliver us up to these hell cows they summon. You think the government deliberately summoned the cows? There's proof. The plan was referred to in a rider attached to a Senate Farm Aid bill that was passed 11 years ago. And when did the cows come home? That's right, 11 years. We've got the conspiracy theorist postal employee. There's no way a Senate bill says let's summon cows from hell on it. No, not in such obvious words, are you cracked? It's all in code and dog whistles like, go look it up for yourself. Okay, even if I wanted to do that, the capital city isn't even in this territory. It's hundreds of miles away. Uh-huh, and you think that's a coincidence? Okay, well, that's very interesting. Bye now. Can't send another postcard yet. Alright. Saddle up. Conspiracy theorist, yes. Anyway. You can see there's a lot of places I haven't been. Let's go check out the Big Apple, I guess. Maybe we'll do some wandering. I'm gonna go to Stake Spring. Round yourself in a box wait, you round yourself in a box canyon? What? You round a corner in a box canyon and find yourself face to face with a pyro bow. You're boxed in. Let's attack it! Yeehaw! It's an extra hot pyro bow. That's one less pyro bow terrorizing the countryside. Gain 15 XP, blast bull ring, and some cow fangs. Only thousands left to go. 114 XP. Menacing moo. What's up, Sato? How you doing? Josiah is streaming. I'm gonna kick Menacing Moo up to the next level. I'm gonna do a little wandering. Something over at the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped-over old skeleton wearing a wizard hat. I think you'll agree that's reasonably attention-getting. The skeleton lifts his skull and peers at you. He holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes his thumb bone across his first two finger bones in the universal gesture for financial transaction. I would like to have these beans, but I don't really want to pay 100 meat. Should I intimidate or fight? The thing is, if I fight, I get XP for killing a motherfucker. I'm taking the beans by force. Yeehaw! An old wizard skeleton. 41 HPs. So much for him. You won. You beat up a tired old skeleton and took his beans. And his hat too. That'll teach him. See, I got all kinds of stuff. I got an ancient bean can. This can of beans has seen some things. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that's the first time I've ever heard the phrase, this can of beans has seen some things. From the looks of it, most of those things were wet. Goes in your offhand, plus 3 mysticality. Dilapidated old wizard hat. Most of the sequins have fallen off, but it seems like there's still some magic left in it. And a gold tooth. What am I wearing? I haven't found very many boots, as you can see. Is XP truly worth more than the unlives of others? Well, yeah, it's a skeleton. It needs to be put down anyway. Off to the side of the trail, you spot one of those weird cacti that produce sealed cans of tuna fish as fruit. What a world. Let's grab a can! Yeehaw! Find a can that looks ripe and carefully snip it free. Got a can of tuna. Gain 10 XP. Ooh! Spy a burned out ranch house on the horizon and pull Sunny up to it to investigate. There's nothing much of interest above ground, but you find a locked door leading down into a presumably still intact root cellar. Pick the lock! More soda crackers, instant grits, patent emetic, and laudanum. I wonder how I'm doing on needles. I'm concerned about my needle count. I have 2 left. Let's make some more needles. Okay. Making needles out of silver bullets. Because that just makes sense. Where to next, guys? Our choices are the Big Apple, the Silver Plater, Fort All Dead, or the Circus. I'm gonna go to one of those 4 places. While you guys were deciding, I'm gonna go up to the Old Millenary. A crate in the road, which is not a crate's natural habitat. Poor lost crate. Maybe you can help it. Let's open it up with the crowbar. Yeehaw! You help the crate by prying the lid off and helping yourself to the contents. I got a whole bunch of rope and a lasso. I'm a helper! This rope has already been tied into a lasso for your convenience, which is lucky because you have no idea how to tie a lasso. Disables a target for 2 rounds in combat. That's nice. Fort All Dead. Okay. I'm gonna wander once first. Just in case I can find something right here. I did discover something. Hear a strange humming noise and take a brief detour to discover that it's coming from the mouth of a nearby cave. Wonder where that place is. Oh, it's up there. I still think I'll probably discover something right here. Maybe something up here. And probably something down here too. But we'll see. There's the humming cave. Let's go to Fort All Dead. That's an example of a blessing by Sato. It is indeed. Spot a hell calf grazing off the side of the trail just as it spots you. Its eyes glow and two shadow cows split off from it, forming a small, frightening herd. Well, let's ride up into their midst. Yeehaw! Alright, we've got a shadow calf, and a runty hell calf. Menacing move! Spooky damage to all enemies, Pete. Bull stomp! Off me. Bull stomp! Bull stomp! Bull stomp! Hit with the lantern. Let's shoot at this guy with the ghost pistol. Just for fun. He managed to defeat the calf and all of its shadows, and in doing so slightly reduced the amount of evil in the world. Got some cow's blood, some infernal soul fragment, some meat, some extra thick leather. Just another day at the office. Fort All Dead, here we are. At 59 XPs. I could have another spleen thing. But I'm not going to. There's no flag.
Huh, I reckon I hear soldiers marching around in there, but I don't hear no voices.
Yeah, you're right. That's a little spooky.
Think maybe it's haunted?
I'd expect a load of soldier ghosts to be haunting a battlefield, not their barracks. Fort All Dead, because they're all dead. Oh shit, that's a lot of them.
Well, I'll be.
This seems maybe a little more serious than a well, I'll be.
Great googly moogly!
That's better. I can use my binoculars here. Climb up into the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Using some binoculars. Discovered the rescue mission. You see a lonely mission nestled amidst the pines to the southeast. Climb down from the watchtower and pitch the binoculars in a nearby trash can. Tidy! Oh, there's the rescue mission right there. Okay. Cool. I wonder if I can discover something else. Use my binoculars. I did find something else. You see a ranch a few miles west of the fort. Lazy A Dude Ranch. Climb down from the watchtower and pitch the binoculars in a nearby trash can. Alright, so we found another place. Cool. well, let's see what's happening with these dead soldiers. It doesn't seem to notice you. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Pardon me, sorry. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Pardon me. But they don't seem to care that I'm here. No force in the universe that can get this tarp off of this crate. These crates are just decorative. Cannons? Cannons? This trash can. Oh, here we go. We've got a nasty, filthy thing to dig through. I'm excited. This trash can smells terrible. Let's dig through it! No way, not without some stench resistance. Okay, I got stench resistance. Hold on. Sweet smelling flowers. Oh good, a disgusting old hat. Got an old patrol cap. This is a style of cap the army used to issue to soldiers, but doesn't anymore. Some decades hence, it will be lost to history and then reinvented from scratch. Perform some sort of evil ritual here. Somebody left their knapsack behind. You dig through the knapsack. You find a mostly burned scroll. Got a burned scroll. There's also an evil-looking leather-bound tome. Introductory Nex-Mex. The last thing is a little diary, which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back looking for it. Let's read it. It seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here on the theory that the best undead army would be a literal undead army. The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. Fascinating. This scroll has mostly been burned beyond legibility, but you can just barely make out something about Hell Cow energy in between the scorch marks. The scroll's in bad shape, and you really can't make out anything new, but you're convinced this must be another clue to the whereabouts of the necromancer. Stick the scroll into your journal. I should check that out. Necromancer Journal. Solaris west of the mountains. Need to find somebody who knows more about magic. Must be near a powerful source of Hellcow energy. Rats. Introductory Nex-Mex. This black-covered book, written in black ink on black paper, is a primer in the arts of southwestern necromancy, otherwise known as Nex-Mex. Well, let's read it. This seems like it's probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Well, I don't know if Griff McGruff is into all this dark sorcery stuff. Let's leave it alone. No name on this stone. A patch of pepperoni mold growing out of this grave. Yay, I got a tombstone pizza. This mass grave is absolutely teeming with those skeletal riflemen. They don't seem to be interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you were itching for a fight. There's one wandering in the end of the pit nearest you. Hop in! Oh, is this another infinite grinding spot? Skeletal rifleman has 59 of the old healths. Brush yourself off, collect your loot, and climb back out of the pit. Hooray! I got a full canteen. Got some tombstone pizzas. Hop in. Maybe if that book was found inside a spittoon, he'd read it. Oh yeah, totally. 40 XP. Oh, I'm out of AP. I got an incendiary bullet and another field trauma kit and 60 XP. Hooray! I think I'll save up for forage in level 3. Just kill a few more of these. Oh shit! Shit just got real this time. Shit just got real this time. Bull stomping is not any quicker than just running up and killing them one by one. I'm just trying to justify the fact that I spent so many points on bull stomp. Uh-oh. Skeletal cavalryman. Once per fight, okay. I'm trying to debuff them so much that I can one-shot them. Instant grits. 100 XP. Let's get that forage in. Get a little bit more moxie. Oh, that's a lot. Poor Pete. He couldn't come, Pete. Fucking Jesse Knox. Well, that was a goodly amount of XP. 120. Take both of those up to 6. I'll put my next couple into muscle, I think. Alright, we're done here. He just like Thuraga when he was ambushed by all those archers. That was great. Alright. Let's go into the strategy room here. Short Alt-Ed, War/Rest room. The giant map of the region. This table has a little model of the region on it. I can deploy forces. Oh, because I have toy skeletons that I've been carrying around for a while. You can probably get this army to attack a place by putting your little toy skeletons there on the diorama thing. Let's not deploy anywhere just yet. These toilets are all very clean. Let's flush one. Take that, toilet! Hooray! The toilet, the flush handle is missing though. Take that, toilet! Oh man, I need to find that other flush handle, because there could be 3 or 4 XP waiting for me there. Lyrics. Pick the lock. Field trauma kit, smelling salts. A full canteen. The lock on this footlocker is rusted away to nothing. More of the same. Oh. I have so many field army trauma kits now. It's at the foot of the bed, but it's not locked. Oh, needles, 3 of them, yes! This was only half locked. I have so many trauma kits. Okay, revealing a locker full of human bones. This one only contains important military air. Then there's some stoves. Shelves filled with the skeleton army's food supply. Pick up a can at random and read the label. Oiled mildew. Disgusting. Grilled tongues with capers. Nauseating. Dehydrated eyeballs. Revolting. Jellied skunk kidneys in lard. Mmm. Dehydrated brains. Stewed dandruff in syrup. What? Salted grubs. Mmm. Sugared bat guano. Stewed brains. Jellied hair. Dehydrated tongue. Stewed dandruff. Candied slugs. Jelly glands. And all kinds of delicious stuff. Is that really that's all that's in here? There's no... All of these are pressed spiders. Ew. Grilled blood and seltzer. There's nothing in here, huh? I don't understand. Nothing I can actually, loot or, like, use an item on or anything. Well, I guess that's it. We know the necromancer was here, or his people. Fuck it. Oh, that's a lot. Well, that one hit me for 13. That ain't cool. Alright, that one in the back, it's actually tagging me for real damage. He needs to go. One's got 81. Victory! 140 XP. Incredible amount. Okay. Let's get out of here. I don't have any more. I don't have any more. Alright, let's go ahead and go somewhere else then. Where to? The Big Apple, yeehaw! You hear a dry cough behind you and turn to see a skeleton dressed in a moldering old tuxedo and silk top hat, shuffling towards you, gesturing angrily with his walking stick. The funeral lily pinned to his lapel is gilded, as are all of his teeth. Guess he was trying to take it with him. Let's fight him, yeehaw! A cattle baron skeleton. Good one, Pete. You won. You grab all the wealth that the skeleton couldn't take with it, and take it with you. A gilded lily. Hold on, we'll check out these items here in a second. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. That's, not the kind of apple I was expecting. You know, they say this is not a thing you should do, but it looks pretty great. Goes on your lapel. I'm perfectly happy with my revolting brooch. That is a giant pile of shit.
Ooh-wee! I'll just stand with my nose upwind if y'all excuse me.
Bleh. Doesn't smell any better up close. Let's clean it up. I got a shovel. You make a little dent in it, you gain 1 XP. Keep digging. Oh yeah, we've got a repeatable digging through shit thing here. Now the fun has begun. It's smaller than it was before. Clean it up with a shovel. It's quite a bit smaller than it was before. Keep cleaning. It's way smaller than it was before. Let's clean it up. It's almost gone now. Let's clean it up. Where are you shoveling all that shit to? You don't want to know the answer to that, Saito. Hooray! I gained an extra XP. I don't have any shit in my inventory or anything. Take muscle up to 12. To Shinola. What is Shinola, Nox?
If you're just looking for exercise, I imagine you could find a more entertaining way to go about it.
Blah. Well, that was an exciting place. I'm going to the Silver Plater. Find an abandoned crate with Fort All Dead stenciled on the side. Maybe the shippers decided it wasn't worth the effort considering. Let's open it up. Pry the lid off the crate and help yourself to the contents. Can't let taxpayer-funded material go to waste after all. I have so much of this whiskey. And some hardtack. Now let's get back on the trail, soldier. Sir, yes sir.
I knew a fella once that plated rock silver and passed him off as ore.
Oh yeah? Did he get away with it?
Right up till he tried to get away with the money. And that was too long a run, so in the long run, no.
Pete, they got this new thing called vaudeville, and I think that joke will take you far.
Oh!
Just not far enough for me. Oh, Pete. So it used to be the silver platter, and now it's the silver. These woods seem a little too thick to wander through. It's got a shiny tooth.
Howdy! What can I do for you?
Well, you have a menu.
A menu? What are you talking about?
Isn't this a walk-up style restaurant?
What? No, I'm a silver platter. I plate things with silver, you know.
Oh, I thought your sign was... Never mind. The man grins, revealing his full set of silver-plated teeth.
So, you need something plated?
Well, what are my options? He looks you up and down.
I can plate that hat you're wearing. People with silver hats get more done, they say.
It will add 1 to my maximum action points. What? Maybe something else?
I could plate your melee weapon what you're using there. It'll do more damage that way.
Maybe something else?
I could plate your pistol. It'll do more damage.
Maybe something else? He looks through your pack and... mouth?
A turnip? That sounds like an interesting challenge. See, that's a fine looking tongue you got there. I can plate that for you, sure.
My actual tongue? The one on my head?
Yup.
Plate the turnip costs 5,000 meat and 2,000 meat to plate my tongue. Should I do it? Should I plate my tongue? I'll have a literal silver tongue. I say fuck it. I'm going for it. Well, let's plate this tongue then. Well, anything for a weird life. Go ahead and silver plate my tongue. Why not?
Open as wide as you possibly can.
process is extremely painful. I got a perk, Silver Tongue. Immediately afterwards, you ask him for a complete refund and he gives it to you. You gain 2,000 meat. It works! Oh, that was awesome. So what does it do? Your tongue is actually silver. Well, silver plated, but you'll be able to convince people it's really silver. Plus 3 Moxie. Alright, I'll take it. And I talked him into an immediate refund. That's pretty cool. What the fuck is up with the turnip? Apparently I have a turnip. You guys even see a turnip in my inventory? Oh, here. It costs 5,000 to plate the turnip. That must do something pretty cool, but let's plate the hat. Let's do the hat. You hand him your hat, and after a time he hands it back, shiny and gleaming. Take my leave. Actually, what the hell? Plate my melee weapon as well. That's all. So now my hat gives me +1 to AP. And St. Beefus's thigh does even more damage. And even more damage to things which are vulnerable to silver. I just made my hat shiny and chrome. That's right, Saito. I made my mouth shiny and chrome. I can't afford to do the turnip right now, though. I'll come back when I'm sitting on more money than I know what to do with. You guys will remind me at some point in the later future, hey, did you ever go back and get your turnip plated? And I'll say, no, I forgot, and then we'll come back here. Silver plater. Well, I guess we'll hit up this rescue mission next. Open up the crate. More ranch punch and a rancher's pistol. I'm a helper. It was important that ranchers be well armed initially because of cattle rustlers and later because of cattle. I think I'd rather use the rancher's pistol than the ghost pistol. I've got a lot of Moxie now. Somehow I have more Moxie now than I have muscle. It's just a little bit crazy. Hey, did you ever go and get your turnip plated? Sounds like a bizarre Eastern European euphemism. Yeah, it does. I'm gonna get my turnip plated tonight. Alright. Here's a bush that I can get something from. Gin blossoms. Got some blossom gin. I need to raise my mysticality, I think, because it's lagging behind. Of course, that's probably mostly because of what buffs I have on. There's 3 mysticality. There's 6 Moxie from that thing. So that's a 3-point difference. Guess that's it. It's just gear, I guess, then. What gear I have equipped. Why is it the thing says Boss Pie, and he links to something? Something unknown. Well, I don't know. But I do know that that's all the time we have for this episode. If you're watching the stream, don't go anywhere, because I'm not done streaming. If you're watching on YouTube, this episode is now at an end. So thank you for watching. This has been Josiah Plays West of Loathing.